have here a little bit of a domination match. This was actually only my second domination match I played last night in the Battlefield 4 beta. I had a lot of fun in the first match, but our team didn't really do so well. We were totally dominated. I still had fun in it, and so I was like, I'm gonna want to play another match. And right away, this team dominated like crazy again. And I was thinking, God, I mean, there must be a way that we can put in a fight here and maybe have a chance for a win. So here you go. Watch and see what happens. So I don't really know this map at all, really. I feel like still really confused. When I spawn on different ends, I don't really know which end I am. I'm not really familiar quite yet with how the spawn works and the spawn points and everything. This is something that takes some time to get to know over a period of time, like with every multiplayer where you just are very familiar with where to spawn and which flag is by which spawn, and which flag is the most risky one, or which flag is the one that's most people are fighting most over. Here it seems like this is like this. I think it's the B flag again. It's kind of typically the B flag, which is like in the middle of this intersection, and there's just crazy heavy fight going on. I don't know if you can hear it, but my neighbor always decides to mow his grass when I'm about to record a video. It's just totally annoying, so I hope you can't hear it. It definitely annoys me, but sometimes my microphone doesn't pick that up, so let's hope that you cannot hear it. Anyway, back to the game. So I really, like I already mentioned, just love this because it's close quarters, which makes the whole match much more intense. And in a way, it's kind of cool when you don't know the whole map just by heart, because it makes it more challenging and it makes it more interesting, because all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, I didn't know there's a way behind it, and the enemy team doesn't really know the map that well either, so you can flank them. It's gonna be much easier to do well at the beginning when everyone is kind of new to the maps. Then when everyone knows the maps by heart, it's going to be much harder to do flanking and stuff, because they already will expect you to flank. They will already have somebody set up there. I mean, if they're a good team, to catch the flankers and whatnot. But what I like here is I don't have to worry about any vehicles. I don't have to worry about any helicopters. That's really nice. And this is the flag. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's the C flag or the B flag. I still think the B flag is harder to take, because I've noticed that there's people going on the roof, which is very typical for Battlefield, that they always try to be on the roof, but in this case it's not so that they're actually parachuted on the roof. As I found out later, there is actually an elevator going up to the roof, and there's nothing really up on the roof besides you just being able to shoot from the roof. There's no flag up there, which kind of surprised me, because I was kind of expecting if there's an elevator going up on the roof, there is a flag up there, but there's really absolutely nothing up on the roof besides that it just gives you a really great point to shoot from. So we're having this flag and we're defending it like crazy, but I think we're still being dominated like crazy. And so we're just trying our best. I mean, I have to say my team is really good here. We're really trying hard, and we do our best, so I cannot complain. And sometimes it's just like that, if you play with a better team, your team can be good, but the other team is just slightly better, and it will always be harder in this case to just win the upper hand if they just have a slight edge over us. So I have no idea where I am here. I spawned in this building and I'm just trying to kind of just take out when I see an enemy what I can, and go and see which flag I can take. I mean, we have plenty of flags here to take. So I can't jump over this. I just noticed, like I said, it's funny when you're new to a map how you just stumble up, around and stumble over things, and you just expect things to work a certain way and they don't. And this game is definitely has a bit of a different feel than Battlefield 3. And in a way, this is good because some people thought they were funny and called this like Battlefield 3.5. You know, they do the same with Call of Duty too. And yes, of course, you know, it's like when you watch a sequel of a movie, there is always something that will be repeated and that you're familiar with. Because the reason they even do sequels is because the first one did really well, yeah, then they do a second one, and if they don't want to like completely change it around, because they have to kind of stick to the formula and use what people loved so much, or people are gonna be like, well, where's all this stuff I liked so much? So people are expecting things that they like to come back, and then they cannot complain and say, well, this is just exactly like the other game with different maps. So, but this game definitely feels different to me, at least. Like I said, the recoil of the guns is different. The gun sounds are different. It just has a completely, it's like I said, it's not as organic. It just has a more, maybe even a tighter feel. I still haven't really found out the right sensitivity for this. And I have turned up the sensitivity so much already, to the point where it almost feels like it's a little bit too sensitive for me, because I turn in a weird way, but I still feel like I'm walking through molasses. It's like I feel like I'm drunk when I walk in this game, and it seems to be a trend lately in games that it's this weird wobbly feel when you go in. I've noticed that. I think it's Crysis and some other games that don't have this like really great movement to it anymore. It just feels, it doesn't feel natural. It feels really wobbly. That's like the best way I can explain it. To me, it just feels like I had too much to drink, and I'm just stumbling along the street and trying to move. When I'm trying to move my character, it's just like, it's almost like I have to push him to even move, and I can't move around fast enough. I have to look into that. But anyway, unfortunately we lost the game, but I still had a great match in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this, and see you next time. Take care. Bye.